All right, so next we have opposite angles are congruent, so we'll draw that in. What color do you want for your last sheet?
Oh, it's supposed to show.
I want purple.
You want purple?
I want orange.
Actually, no, I want blue. Actually, purple.
You gotta represent the detail. We go 2025
Right?
colors.
And then it's like, oh,
What color do you want for your last
one? The one that you lift up.
Emma?
Orange. I can put them showing. Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Alright, so
That's not a big deal.
Should I start it over?
Sure. Oh, it's okay. I don't need
You don't need one? Do you want one for the last page?
Can I get the stapler?
My guy really likes blue. It's not supporting our class colors,
why is
bro. Cool. Next, yours. This case, what color do you need?
Where's the stapler? It's on Samantha's desk.
To support the file.
And if it's too long, if you want to cut part of it.
And
So the next one's gonna write diagonals bisect.
Okay, so next one's diagonals bisect each other. So what would that look like in my picture? It would look like an X, so drawing the diagonals. But we also want to label the diagonals so they're split up.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. I like writing in all caps. That's okay. Ooh, I stapled it.
This is-
Okay,
This is your study guide, so.
this is all we're having to study.
No, but this will help you
I have that.
study for
Our
the
test on
paper.
Thursday, right? Oh, fuck. What test? Is it Miss Kasich?
There's no quiz on.
Is the test on Thursday by any chance? Like next Thursday?
There's a test next Thursday.
It's not next Thursday. Right before we leave.
It's right before you leave.
So, I have a feeling that Miss Brown is gonna get
Just kidding.
Okay, all consecutive interior angles are supplementary.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, so the only way we could really label
Wait,
this.
wait.
Oh.
Well, what do I do for the what is that, fourth one?
This one?
Yeah, for the definition.
Diagonals bisect each other. That's the important part. And that's how you draw the picture.
Wait, all consecutive interior angles.
Yes, all consecutive interior angles are supplementary. That's the important part. Now, how would we draw this in our triangle? Maybe let's put actual numbers in. So maybe I'll make this 100. And then what would the consecutive angles have to be? If they have to be supplementary, then
180.
when
Oh, no.
yeah, they have to add up to 180. So these would have to be 80. And this would have to be 80. Which then, what does that make that fourth angle? Has to be 100. So we just need to make sure all the consecutive interior angles, right, each of them add up to 180, no matter what they are.
Then we write all consecutive angles.
Yep, all consecutive interior angles are supplementary.
So we would write your E's like this.
All consecutive.
Okay,
Wait. So consecutive interior angles are like that.
I thought we were turning over a new leaf.
My leaf has been so turned in this case. Are you noticing this?
I am noticing it, thank you. It makes my job easier. Okay, are we ready for the last one?
I don't know where to put the last thing.
Well, that's why I gave the extra piece of paper.
Dude, I have another one.
Yes, what color?
What did you do with the other one?
Blue.
Blue?
I never got an extra one because I thought I didn't need it, but I guess I did.
I miscalculated apparently.
Oh.
I thought I could wing it. So much for that.
I don't know instructions.
So maybe we
That
should.
anyway.
Okay. Last one. You have one pair of sides are parallel and congruent. Okay, so what this looks like is one pair of sides. If you know that these two sides are parallel to each other and congruent, you have a parallelogram. So notice you don't need to know anything about the other two sides. So just one pair of sides are parallel and congruent.
wait, but
Gonna borrow it.
What's that, Emma?
I needed it back.
What a day.
If that's all you
You
know.
can have it.
Miss
No,
Easton,
I don't
can I go to the bathroom?
No, she wants it.
Who wants it? Wait, who wanted
Okay.
the stapler? No one wants one.
Who needed the stapler?
Oh,
What do we need the
the
whole
extra
thing?
sheets of paper.
You could say proving parallelograms. That's what it's really about, proving.
One pair of sides.
You just, if you have any one of these, it will be,
Oh, I mean,
these are all for proving parallelograms.
look, I love that we-
I don't like the word parallelogram.
Well, it's not there to be liked.
Can you change
Cute.
it?
Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference. Wait, I need really other sheet of paper, like the blue one. I have a blue one.
Okay, now using,
Look how great this looks, Max. Wouldn't you agree? Look how amazing.
it looks amazing. I like that.
Now we have to use this to
Okay,
do
now we
that.
have to use this to figure out which theorem is which. Okay.
Okay, yes, because it equals 100.
Oh, which one is that? That's yes.
All
Consecutive interior angles are supplementary.
What's the stapler machine?
Excellent.
I got it.
Yeah.
Just toss it over.
All right, we can abbreviate.
We really don't know.
Okay. Right,
No,
so-
no. Look what I did. I messed the whole thing up.
Well, it doesn't take too long to fix, I'm sure. Okay. What do you think? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, careful.
Yes.
You have a pair of sides. What kind of angles are these?
Alternate interior.
And if alternate interior angles are congruent, then what does that tell us about
Then you have a
these?
pair of sides and a pair of
And
angles.
they're parallel.
So
Hold up.
if there are parallel, if there are
If-
one pair of sides,
If these two angles are congruent, these are alternate interior, that makes these lines parallel to each other.
so if there's two parallel.
So now ignore that line in the middle. What do we notice?
There's two parallel.
It's opposite sides are.
Oh, I know.
It's one pair of sides are.
Parallel.
One
and
pair of
congruent.
sides are.
There you go. So this one's yes.
We obviously know the next one is no because probably.
Oh, wait, I get up and wake him up.
No.
Every 5 minutes, I'm gonna stand up and wake him.
I'm going to use my parallel and congruent.
The next one is no.
Okay, it's no. That's true.
Because
Do we need a reason?
We don't need a reason. What's the problem in this one compared to the last one? If it's one pair of sides are parallel and congruent, it
Because
has to
it's
have
not
the
on the
arrows
same
and the
side.
congruent on the same sides. Here, it's the opposite sides. Okay. All
I
right.
have a question. If you were like a principal in a school and you were in 10th grade and Israel trip and like a lot of them, like, would you make them say
What do we know about opposite sides?
Just in case if you have control over Miss Howard's and you're
They're
like,
congruent. So that means we need to set these two and these two. So what are we going to do to solve for? What are we going
What do
to?
you do as the head of
What
the
do we?
family?
What? Let's finish the notes.
you put them equal to each other.
So 6x minus 12 equals 2x plus 36. So subtract 2x,
Before x equals 48, x equals 12.
48. So x equals 12. Okay, and then what about for y?
4y equals 6x minus 12.
4y equals 6y minus 42. Right?
Yeah.
Did you say something different?
Yeah, 'cause I was looking at.
Oh, you're looking at the other part. Okay, so
I did it right. Why is
y is 21. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so that was using opposite sides are congruent. The next one is referring to the angles. Do we want to use, so there's two things about angles.
You can do either.
Opposite angles.
Opposite angles are congruent or consecutive angles are supplementary, but
I think it's
56
opposite.
isn't it
equals-
easier to make them
They're
equal?
opposite.
Yeah.
Y plus 4.
So
So would you just have to
these
do, like, 4y plus 4 and then equals 5y minus 26.
yeah,
And then whoa. And then you just
make 7x also equal to
Y.
56.
so then y equals 30.
Okay, good.
And then X equals 8.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how would you couldn't you
56
also do it where like
divided
you
by
find what like the first one is with like the y's and then like make it supplementary with like the other
You
one?
could make them supplementary,
Or would that be fun?
but it's like extra work.
Yeah.
It's easier to set them equal to each other if that's what you have.
Yeah.
Okay, here,
You just make them equal to each other.
right, the diagonals bisect each
Would
other's.
you do 4x minus 2 equals x plus 10 and then y
Yep.
plus 5 equals 3y?
4x minus 2 equals x plus 10. And then we have y plus 5 is equal to 3y minus
So
1.
x is 4.
We agree? X
Yeah.
is 4. And y is 3.
Y is 6. I mean, no, y is 3.
Y is 3.
Yeah.
So in all of these, we were just setting things equal to each other. We just needed to figure out which parts were equal. All right.
Y equals MX equals 3. Oh, this is like the bonus question.
The
Oh
bonus
my God,
question.
the bonus question.
We had like a bonus question. somewhere.
That was so hard.
Like you determine what lines are parallel.
Oh.
Like with a triangle that you have to draw.
Well, this one we're gonna, obviously we're working with parallelogram now. Okay, so let's first, bless you, let's graph it. So we'll start with 0, 0. That's B.
The graph didn't look like a parallelogram, but I don't know how to do
Okay, so we're gonna be specifically using slope to see.
Yeah, it is like a parallelogram. Slope intercept form.
So here's D.
Look at my business right now.
Alright, where can I cut?
Well, what are we trying to see?
It is a parallelogram.
If two sides are
We need to see if opposite sides are parallel, right? So what do we know about parallel lines and their slopes?
Can we just see if ED and DC have the same slope?
Well, you have to check both pair. Now, listen. Since we have it graphed, it's actually really easy to just count rise over run, or we could do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
No,
Right?
it's fine.
But if we did that here, it's really easy. 1 minus 0, 4 minus 0, so 1/4. We go from B to C, we go up 1 to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. So slope is 1/4. It is frozen.
You ever do run over rise? It's not like freak out. Like,
No, I don't do that.
alright.
Okay, so we get 1/4 here. What should that be parallel to?
4 over 1. Or,
ED.
oh,
So let's check ED. What's the slope? We go up 1 to the right 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is gonna be on the quiz. There's no quiz. What?
Okay, so those ended up being the same. That means,
So that means that it is parallel.
okay, we need to check the other two. So these are parallel.
the distance formula?
Let's check
wait,
BE.
what's the slope formula again? It's y2 minus y1. Okay.
Let's check BE and let's check CD.
Why do we need to check both of them?
Well, if we only know one pair of sides are parallel, it's not enough information.
Oh, because they have to be correct.
Or it's 2.
Yeah, no, it's -1 over 2.
So we got 1/4.
So just if one side isn't parallel. Yeah, because you also don't know if they're the
So we got these are parallel, BE and CD.
What is that?
What did we get for the other slopes?
I actually have no idea.
Let's see, BE. We go up 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right, 1, 2. If you need to take a walk, go. Okay. That we were sitting in front, so we wouldn't have to. So I get +2. And then what do we get for CD? Also +2? Okay. So yes, B, C, D, E is a parallelogram.
Don't you have to draw the little parallel?
Yeah, we can just do like this.
Oh my. So they all have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done. So we might have time for homework.
Oh, no way.
Ooh, for practice quiz you don't have. That's good.
Second. Oh, no.
You know what? I'm not going to do distance formula for this one. I'm going to do midpoint. It's easier.
Oh, is that going to be? We're not now on the test.
No, I won't give you a distance.
Oh my god, big ball.
Okay, so -4, -3. This is E. F is 4, -1. G is 2, 3. And H is -6, 2. Okay, I'll remind you. Now, what do we know about the diagonals of a parallelogram?
Parallel.
Diagonals are not parallel.
You got it wrong.
You have it on your paper. Which one is it? On your little foldable.
It says.
Which
that-
one is the diagonals one? The one that makes it an X. What do we know about the diagonals?
They have to.
That it makes like each side of like the line.
There's a word
they
for it.
bisect each side.
Right. So bisect and it makes them congruent.
Each side of the line
So-
is, like, equal to the other.
That means if I can find the midpoint, they should be the same. So we're going to show the midpoint of diagonals should be the same. Should be equal. Okay. All right. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 over 2. y1 plus y2 over 2.
We don't even really need to draw it, right? Then it's not.
Once more. Okay, take E and G. So I highlighted them there. So
Oh, you do the first line and you do the second line.
yeah, so
'Cause if you did, like, let's say you did like H, E, and G, F, would that work too? Or
no, because I'm doing diagonals this time, not the
But
sides.
how do you know you're doing that?
Because anytime it asks for midpoint, that's the diagonals. Okay, so H, or let's do E and G. So -4 plus 2 over 2. And then the y1 plus y2, so that's going to be -3 plus 3.
Can I go to the bottom?
Yeah, over 2. What's that give us for the ordered pair? -4 plus 2 is negative.
It would be 1.
So -1. And what happens with the other one? So -3 plus 3, though, what's that end up giving us? Zero. 0 divided by anything? Okay. So now let's do, here, I'll highlight the other ones. Let's do F and H.
Wait, we never did H, Oh, I see.
H, F, F, H, same thing. Okay, so 4 plus -6 over 2. And -1 plus 2 over 2. What do you think?
Wait, wouldn't you just do 4 minus 6?
Same thing. 4 minus 6 is
still be 1.
Good, -1. But what do we get for the second coordinate? -1 plus 2 gives us
1.
1, so we have a 1.
1/2.
So,
Wait, what do you mean? Oh.
right, 1 divided by 2 is just the same thing as a half. Do we get the same ordered pair?
No.
No.
It's
So,
not a parallel.
no. E, F, G, H is not.